This is where the ancient cities and medieval civilizations emerged and disappeared. This is the cradle of great ideas, a place where science and arts prospered, the crossroads of trade and the boldest ideas. What is Central Asia like today? What do the countries in the region have in common? What is the cultural and genetic code of the peoples living in this part of the world? Stay tuned with Central Asian Guide to find out. Khiva's Woodcarver. Nomad Festival in Kazakhstan. Proto-Bulgarian Survival School. The history of medieval Khwarezm, its last capital Khiva, and miraculously preserved architectural monuments, including palaces, caravanserais, shopping arcades, and ancient fortresses, attract tourists from all over the world. After the Civil War, Khiva was in better condition than Samarkand and Bukhara, which were destroyed by the Red Army almost to the ground. Guests from Europe, Asia, and America walk around the palaces, enfilades, merchant galleries, and visit the workshops of folk craftsmen where the unique art of the Khiva people is presented. We are in the Ichankala, the inner part of the ancient fortification. On the other side, behind these high walls, there is the so-called outer fortress, Dishankala. Ichankala is surrounded by thick walls. If I remember, the area of the fortification is about 27 hectares. So that's my home. Welcome. We often have foreign guests. They're always welcome. Please come inside the house of Master Shavkat. In the living room, you can see the pieces that I made. For example, these chairs. I made them. And those chests are made in the old style. These are all my works. This decorative element is called panjara. It is made using a special technology. We don't use glue or nails. It has kind of interesting geometric shape. This is a wooden mortar, which my mother has also used. In the past, people used such mortars to grind rice and wheat. So I kept it in the memory of my mother. Look, the canopy is also made of wood. You can see a beautiful wood carving on a ceiling. It's all handmade, everything. Let me show you my workshop. Usman, God bless you. Hello, Sulaiman. Hello, Master. How are you? How's everything? Thank you. We're working on orders. Please meet Master Sulaiman. And that's Master Usman. They're my colleagues. We work together. When we receive big orders, we see each other all the time. Khiva's woodcarver, Shavkat Jumaniyazov, has more than 50 students. Over time, they gain experience, improve their skills, and start their own business. If you're finishing the pattern, let's continue working with the column. We must finish it soon. Okay, please bring the tools and nails. On my way. Almost finished, right? Yes, it's almost done. Help me, please. We'll finish it together faster. It's turning out to be great. Yes, it's beautiful. Almost done. Yeah, that's right. If we finish this soon, we will immediately start working on a big order from Tashkent. Good. I've been doing wood carving for 15 years. I started when I was a teenager. Now I can say I'm an average master. I still have to learn many secrets of the craft. Shavkat Aka is a master of the highest category. We are his followers. We always ask him about everything that we do not know. And now we learn from him when we do something together. The master is a very good person. Hi, did you come to see your father? Do you want to see how he works? Well, come in, sit down, don't be shy. Watch how we work. Make yourself comfortable. This is Usman's daughter. He's our colleague, also a master. What is her name? Shahnoza, a girl named Shahnoza. Masters never drive away children because that's the way they can make them interested when they are still curious. Over time, they might want to become successors of ancient traditions. How are you? Good. Let's go. That's my brother. We're going to the timber warehouse. Sulaiman, come with us. You'll help us to choose materials. In addition to actual working with the piece, masters have many other concerns, such as the purchase of raw materials. Master's first assistant in those matters is his brother, Husan. Murad Beg, are you here? Hello. This is Murad Beg. He's also my student. We take almost all raw materials from him. All our blanks, all lumbers are made here. This is a tree called karagach, or elm tree. Its diameter reaches 2 meters. Here, take a look. This material is used for doors and gates. After cutting them, they are dried for 5 years. And that tree grows in Khwarezm. Its diameter reaches 2 meters. You haven't processed this yet. Please cut the edges and make the slabs for the columns. I gave you the measurements earlier. This is the Khwarezmian elm tree, one of the hardest woods. These are all the trees that we have in our country: elm trees, walnut trees, and maples. Here we choose everything we get ready for the work. We necessarily sort the materials depending on the purpose. Okay, Murad Beg, you can start the work. We have to go. Wish you all the best. Like every Khiva resident, the Jumaniyazov brothers are proud of their city, which seems like it emerged from medieval fairy tales about Khwarezm rules. They keep telling stories about the miracles of the city of masters. Do you see these ornaments? This is an example of ancient wood carving. These are the most ancient patterns. Look at each circle, each ornament. Here are nature-inspired patterns. And here you can see the pattern Kush Tanab and a circular ornament. Let's go inside the complex. Let's go. Look at the doors. They're made masterly. What an amazing art. Look at the carving. All these columns are made of elm tree. This column is at least 200 years old. The residence of Khiva Khan's Nurullah Boy has the features that almost all the eastern palaces have. For example, a so-called mirror room, which looks like a room described in famous 1001 Nights. It was designed in a special way so the visitors could not hide the poisoned dagger behind their back. However, the legend says that the architectural trick could not save one of the last Khwarezm rulers from the assault in that room. Right now we're entering the Khan's palace. Now we are in the reception room of the Khan. Khiva Khans welcomed their guests in this room. As you can see, all walls covered with the mirrors. Here Khans received guests, talked with them. All the patterns on the ceiling are ancient. Take a look there. Foreign tourists from all over the world are regular guests of Khiva wood carvers. Often, they attend a short masterclass here. Sulaiman, do guests buy that? Yes, very good. They ordered. And now came to pick it up? Yes. You want a different form or want to practice?
24 is a D. Bular mehmonlar kecha kelishgandi.
These guests came yesterday. They ordered a miniature column. I made a small copy. And finally, they asked to write here today's date to remember.
It's in black elm. Black elm. Niri noki. In Japan language is niri noki. Yeah. Yeah. All our is traditional is cutting boards and book stands. You can use and this side. This side for the kitchen. This side for decoration.
And in the evening after a daily routine, it's a tea time at the house of Master Shafkat Jumani Yazov. He also manages to pay attention to the children, his daughter, and nephew. Dad, would you like some tea? Yes, please. Come here, sit next to me. Did you do your homework? Would you like some tea? This is my youngest daughter, Shahrizoda. Suraya is the second, and the oldest daughter's name is Sevara. And I have a son, Shakirbek. They study at the institute in Tashkent. Try this. Here are sweets. Help yourself. Which poem you have to learn by heart? It is called Bread. Tell us. Now? Yes, please. Then you will tell us other ones. The poem was written by Talib Yuldash.
Non haqida o'ylasam o'yim tamom bo'lmaydi. Siz ham o'ylang bolalar, lekin yomon bo'lmaydi.
Now it's your turn. Me? A poem about homeland? Yes. Thank you both. Now go inside. Study hard, okay? Thank you, darling. I fell in love with this craft when I was a child. I was a student of Kuzibai Safoyev, a talented wood carver. I also studied with masters Ruzimat Aka, Haidboy Aka. All of them are my teachers. This is a special profession. When you create something, you need to have patience and steadily reach the result, no matter how difficult it is. I think that patience is one of the most important qualities of a master. And after you finish the work, it is a great joy to look at what you have created by your hands. This is a great happiness. It is a pure pleasure. The Golden Mountains of Altai are the cradle of the Turkic peoples, and the Eurasian steppe is the origin of nomadic states, mighty khanates, and the greatest empires. This is the homeland of great peoples who reshaped world history and became the founders of new state formations on the territory of China, the Middle East, and Europe. It is no coincidence that the descendants of ancient nomads who live in different countries gather in the Kazakhstan to honor the memory of great ancestors and demonstrate the skills of ancient military art, including horse riding, archery, and, of course, sword mastery.
Us. Hello, we are from Bulgaria. Our team name is Bagatur. Now we are here in Kazakhstan and introduce the history of ancient Bulgarian. Now the boys and the girls perform sword fight, whips, bows. This is Rados. She is a good stunt girl. Now she works with 2 whips. This is difficult, very difficult, and must be protect the camera, of course. Now she's pretty. This is Diane. Diane, so this is Diane. He is the shaman of the group. Maybe you see in our show, our totem is wolf, and of course the bonchuk. The name of this spear is bonchuk. The spears with horse tail. This is the symbol of Proto-Bulgarian. The guys over there, you see it? They work with sword fight and sabre fight. Sabre fight is very strong. Now they only training because to do some real, they must put helmet in armor. They catch the sword with 2 hands. Stop! This is horn, Proto-Bulgarian horn. When I want to take my guys, I do this song. Let's do it, Alex. This is Alex. And so, sword work with 2 swords. Go and so perform yourself. It's difficult because near 1 kilo and half, 1.5 kilo, he worked. Направи на кълбо. The Proto-Bulgarian warriors was very fast. Come here, Alex. Do it. Circle again. Kълбо, 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 and battle. So. Now they work 1 sabre, 1 sword against 2 swords. Over there is Ilyana. Come here. Attack him. The whip is dangerous weapon. Sonia, come here. Sonia, we will introduce you the real dangerous weapon. This is the Proto-Bulgarian reflection hook, reflection bow. Do it. It's very dangerous and very fast, you know. For 10 seconds, she can push 6 arrows. 10 seconds, 6 arrows. This is Yavor. He is the boss of the Bagatur. He is the leader, and the title is Bagain. Now, just training wrestling. This is again for warm-up. Okay? And now, this is the real stunt. Very good, very good. Okay? Before battle, the men go in one dance who name it men's dance. Baga! Tur! Baga! Tur! Baga! Tur! So our team will finish for today. Ray!
I think it's a great place here, Kazakhstan. I feel that it's our native country, it's our native home, because ages ago the Bulgarians lived in Asia, and after that they came to the Black Sea and they created the country of Bulgaria. But our roots are here in Asia, and we feel really special when we're here. We feel Kazakh people really close to us, like our brothers. A lot of people ask me how do the girls participate in something like a military show with sword fighting and so on. And I think that the world exists thanks to the man and woman, and the woman is a very important part. Actually, in the past, there were Croatian Amazons who did shooting with bow and arrows, and our mission is to show what they did.
She's a good rider and practic voltigirovka. Maybe you can show some exercise. The horse is tired. She do this exercise first on the front.
Bogatyr Proto-Bulgarian Survival School is not only a theatrical performance and demonstration of the skills of steppe military art. It is about the preservation of historical memory and the maintenance of the ancient fire, which was carried by the invincible people from the Great Steppe.
Proto-Bulgarian flag, edge, horsetail, and here lots of Bulgarian symbol. This is something like a snake on the tree, and here you can see the eagle. Here is the Odawa symbol. Ooh. This is Bulgarian flag. This is ancient Bulgarian flag. This is the flag of Bogatyr.
20 years ago, Goran became the champion of Bulgaria in karate. Later, he got carried away by horse riding and learned shooting a bow and saber sparring. 3 years ago in Turkey, he won the first place in the archery championship. Today, he's a respected film actor and a famous stuntman. But the Bogatyr, where he is also a stage director, remains the most important thing for him.
Bogatyr, you know what mean? This is the great soldier, great rider who use different weapon from the horses and from the ground. We perform the history of sword Bogatyr. This is ancient sword who is brink of mystic woman and bringing to one Bogatyr soldier. My father is scenarist of our show. He is a historic man.
We are a group of Bulgarians who think about our history. And through our show, we want to show the glory and wisdom of ancient ancestors. And of course, we want to pass this wisdom, this glory, and these traditions to young people. My idea of the formation of the Bulgarian people is that all the nomadic peoples of Central Asia have united into such mobile and dynamic formations, and then they have created the Turkic Khanate. I think that the ethnogeny of Bulgarians started during the dissolution of the Turkic Khanate. They were from different tribes, and then they ended up in the Western Khanate. But then they united under one mighty tribe, Dulus.
1,300 years from that moment, I feel the place of this place. I feel like my mother was born here. After that great day in nomad steppes, I'm tired. The weather was nice, the people are nice, but I'm tired, and now it's time to take a rest in the yurt.
The Kazakh steppe united heirs of the great nomadic civilizations not only from Bulgaria but also from Hungary, Ukraine, Kyrgyzstan, Turkey, Bashkiria, and Yakutia. All of them demonstrated their idea of medieval battle warriors, their mastery of martial arts. According to the Kazakhstan's residents, the event also needed Koreans and the American Indians.
Этот фестиваль стал знаковым.
This festival has become significant. I believe that it should be held in its historical homeland, in the country of the Great Steppe, in the capital of the Great Steppe.
Что такое кокпар? Это настоящая
What is Kokpar? This is a real preparation for the fighting. In fact, the horses that are used in the Kokpar are not just horses, they're fighting horses. Just imagine cavalry of thousands of horses. The heavy wartime cavalry of our ancestors, Turks, Mongols, Huns.
тяжелая латная конница наших предков.
It defeated any front lines, including knights. And this shows that no army of the world could confront them simply because of the lack of that special unity between the horse and the rider.
Вот этого единения лошади и всадника. Кокпар ведь это не просто нападение.
Kokpar is not just about the attack and a fearless horse. Kokpar is the ability to help a fellow soldier if he's injured on the battlefield, to take him out of the field and not let your army lose people. That's a true value. That's our past.
На одну боевую единицу. То есть вот это наша.
Imagine a person can shoot 10 to 12 arrows a minute, and it is done in a crazy pace. Now think of hundreds of those people and what damage they could cause as an army. The descendants of the ancient Bulgarians did not waste their time, and a few hours before the departure they managed to visit the museum and walk around the main square of the country.
Before I go in the museum, and now when I go out, I am just amazing of the monuments over here. The monuments are 4 horsemen, 4 huge horsemen. This is the horsemen from Almaty Kurgans. I feel the power of the horsemen. I feel the power of the great steps. The golden eagle, the symbol of Kazakhstan. When I saw the monument, I feel again the power, the freedom, and the independence of the people in that country. Now in my country, here is near 2 o'clock in my country. Now is 3 hours back. Here 11 o'clock, and because it's time for lunch, we go to the hotel to take some food, to feel to how is the name, to charge the battery. Let's go to the hotel. This is my hotel. I have a few hours before my flight, and now I go in. This is my father, you know him, us. Все хорошо. How are you?
Fine. У нас есть две дочери.
We have 2 daughters who are 11 and 8 years old.
8 лет у них.
He's the best husband.
Самый лучший супруг. Он
He's very fun at home.
В доме всегда
Jokes all the time.
такие шутки.
I know Guran from about 11 years, and he's been my trainer in very big part of my life.
When there are trainings, he just says, okay, let's do this stunt. And this stunt is so crazy that you can't imagine that. And when they do the stunt, sometimes they hurt themselves. There's sometimes blood and other things. But then he stands up and says, okay, it's not happening, but let's do it again and again and again. And then the stunt is happening. It is just amazing.
The team is back together. Now they just need to pack the suitcases and continue their journey around the world, like true descendants of ancient nomads.
It's time to prepare my luggage, because after 1 hour is my five and pretty visit in Astana in Kazakhstan. Finished my horn, my silk stuff. This is the protector, metal helmet, all the stuff. I'm ready. Bye.